Auburn guard Zep Jasper joining us coming off of a big SEC win. Came down to the wire against Ole Miss. Road trip up ahead, going to Lexington, going to Tuscaloosa. How's the team feeling about this? I mean, two pretty good teams, two pretty tough places to win. How's the team feeling about it?
The team is feeling very good. Just coming off a win against Ole Miss. But Kentucky is one of the best teams in the conference, with one of the best venues in college basketball. It's one of these games that's must win, and it's going to take all 10 to 11 of us to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a team that a lot of people counted out. So Kentucky is going to be a team that's ready. Just one of those teams that going to come out with a lot of fight and grit. But as a team, as us, we didn't been in so many close games this year. I just think we got to come out with great poise and until the end of the game with 0 seconds. Just come out with the win, no matter if it's ugly or pretty. It's just going to be one of those games that it's a must win.
You mentioned a lot of close games, and you guys kind of went through a run where y'all were on the wrong side of those. And then you get one where y'all are able to close out against Ole Miss. That's got to be a good feeling as far as, okay, this final stretch of the season here, we won a close game. Let's try to do it again.
Oh, yeah. Down this rough stretch of these last three games, we got Kentucky, Alabama, and Tennessee, which everyone knew it's been a lot of close games this season.
Yeah.
In some games we haven't closed out, but I think those games prepared us for games like this at the end of the season. Each game is going to be close. I would imagine this game to be a 3-4 margin type of game,
Right.
But, it ain't nothing that we can't handle. We prepared for this all year. And, it's just around that time, it's almost March. So I just think it'll be crucial to stay positive, keep our head in the game, and, take it play by play. Not overlook any team, in this, because everybody is fighting for a seed at this point.
Yeah. You're a team first guy. Give me your review of Lior Berman. I mean, we've seen a lot more of him kind of over the last 5 or 6 games, and clearly he's a great shooter. What have you seen from Lior?
I've seen a lot of great things from Lior Berman. He brings a lot to the table. He's a great shooter. He's one of those guys. He's a team first teammate. He's just one of those guys you clap when he make a shot because you know how hard he works. I see him in the gym 24/7, and when he wasn't playing, he would cheer me on. So I have all the respect due to him, and I always cheer him on. He's just one of those guys that I applaud so much on and off the court by how hard he works.
Sure. So you talked about Kentucky kind of turning it on over the last month or so, being one of the best teams in the SEC. Oscar Tshiebwe is a big part of that. I mean, he could do things that really nobody else in college basketball can do, especially from a rebounding standpoint. How do you simulate playing against him in practice? What does that look like?
Oscar is one of the best players in the country. He's a handful. He does everything a coach asks him to do. He's going to be a tough task. Last year we had Walker Kessler, so it wasn't as bad, but he still had a double-double, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He still had 14 and 11 last year, and you would think he had a bad game, but 14-11 is a great stat from last year. But, I look at him as the head of the snake. He's the guy that's going to be on the boards, posting. It's going to take a team effort just to stop Oscar Tshiebwe. He's just one of those guys that he's relentless on what he does. He's a hard worker. He runs the floor. He does everything a coach asks him to do. He's just the unlimited competitor. And, with him, we have to stop him. He's the key to Kentucky.
Is that something where the coaching staff just goes to Janai Broome and Dylan Cardwell and says, all right, guys, you got to do it. You got to at least limit him or slow him down, do the best that you can on both sides of the floor? Or do you guys think you'll do something a little bit different from a game plan standpoint?
Well, speaking of Dylan and Janai, they know this is going to be the toughest game, all year as in big man they didn't play it against. When you play against that type of caliber of player, going to sleep, you're like, oh, man, I got Oscar Tshiebwe coming in tomorrow night, man. I got to make sure I'm on my A game. I got to make sure I go to sleep. I got to make sure I get the right foods in me because this guy is a monster around the rack. I never seen a guy like this around the rack, and I'm I'm speaking, great things about Oscar, but he's just a guy that he go gets it. But, I think the game plan to be, fronting him out the post, not letting him get easy boards, not letting him get easy points. You got to make it hard on him because he's one of those guys. He never stopped moving. He's always trying to push you out, and get the rebounds and push you in to post you up to get the easiest basket he can. So it's going to be very important, just to, for those two guys, but also as a team, you're going to see guys like me, helping Janai Broome box him out.
Sure.
It's just going to be take team effort for guys to, just to keep him off the boards.
Yeah, no, it's a big ask. There's no question. There's no question about it. In regards to, just where Auburn is right now in the standings, you guys tied with Tennessee at that 4/5 seed. If the SEC tournament were to begin right now, how are you guys feeling about this tough slate that's coming over the next few weeks and how it's going to impact the seeding for the SEC tournament before the NCAA tournament?
Well, we all know it's going to be tough. This is a tough slate. It ain't nothing that we ain't ready for. We built for times like this. We practice for times like this. BP didn't put us in, many situations that, he count on us. And like I say, these last couple games, they all been close games. But some of them we didn't win. And I think, it didn't put us in position for us for games like this in the last 3 games of the season. Because these are great teams. And, these teams are not going to back down on us. And, you got the Kentuckys, the Tennessees. Those 2 teams are fighting for seedings right now.
Right. The
top 4 seeds get a bye in the SEC tournament in Nashville. So, we all fighting for that top 4, and we a team that we don't want to play in the first night. We need a bye. So these games are crucial for us. We have to win at least 2 games.
That would be huge. That would be a great end of the season for you guys, and you guys certainly deserve it. Zep, best of luck at practice. You've got in a few minutes, and then safe travels to Lexington, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.